Yo, what is good, guys? It's your boy Zay, and in this video, I'm gonna discuss how to start a clothing brand for beginners. Um, I'm gonna explain everything, cause I know exactly how that feels. I know how it is to want to start a brand, a clothing brand, but you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, you don't know who to contact or nothing. So in this video, I got you. I'm gonna explain all of that. All right, so I started my brand in 2019. The name of it is So We Odd. It is a word I made up. Um, it just basically means like, so what if we're different? So we odd, as in together, you know? Just be who you want, wear what you want, put on whatever without caring what anybody thinks. Um, so that's what So We Odd means. So let's get straight into it. Alright, so the first way to start a clothing brand is to go to your local screen printing shop. This is very easy and pretty affordable. All you have to do on your end is create a design, show it to them, explain everything in details, and boom, they're gonna make your creation come to life with ease, right? Like I said, and all you have to do is supply the design, explain everything in details. And you could sometimes supply the garment too, depending on you and depending on the screen printing shop. But you could supply the garment. So that's in my opinion, that's the easy way and the beginner way to start a clothing brand, especially if you don't know where to go, what to do, or who to contact. Like you don't know anything. This is what you do, right? Now moving on to the second way of starting a clothing brand. All right, so the second way of starting a clothing brand requires a little bit more of an investment, but it's worth it at the end of the day. So the second way is doing it yourself, getting the heat press, getting the machine, getting all the supplies you need to do it yourself. I've been doing it myself for a very long time, so I already know what's what, and I'm just pretty knowledgeable in it. So the first thing you want to get is a heat press. Heat press is what's gonna help the design get ironed on to the garment. What you need with the heat press is a printing machine to print out any design you have, right? So what I have is a Cricut machine. I believe this is, in my opinion, this is beginner level, but you could do a lot with it. So I'm gonna show y'all real quick. All right, so right here is the Cricut machine, and like I said, in my opinion, this is beginner level, but you could do a whole lot with this. You can make any design that you have in your mind. I've done a lot. I've made drops with this. So yeah, the Cricut machine definitely helped me a lot. And right beside it, I have the heat press. This is what's gonna have the design stick to the garment permanently. All right, so back over here. Also, I wanted to show y'all this. So this is a Cricut iron. I definitely recommend getting a small one. This comes in handy a lot. Whenever you have small designs or you have a small corner, I always use this. This definitely comes in handy. All right, so number 2 is finished. So basically, number 2 is making everything yourself, investing in equipment and everything, and you learning it yourself. How to do the whole process. Now moving on to number 3. All right, so the third way of starting a clothing brand is to simply find a manufacturer. A lot of people recommend finding manufacturers through Alibaba. I personally never did that. I did do my research. I've dibbled and dabbled, but what I find better for me is to find a manufacturer on Instagram. They tend to find me. I never find them at all. They find me. I have a whole list of them DMing me. It is hard to get to each one, and once you're set with the few that you have, you Gucci, So the manufacturers find me on Instagram, They are a little skeptical at first. You know, it does seem like scams. I do hear that a lot. You know, it feels like it's a scam. But, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought the same thing. You know, but you know, ask questions, check them out to see if they're legit. You know, check out their page, their bio, their new stories. You know, because they do post on there. They want to show off everything they do. So check everything out. And just ask them a few questions. The few questions that I ask that you should ask is, you know, what's your MOQ? Which is, what's your minimum order quantity? Which means how much they accept to start working on your project, right? So in my opinion, if you're, like I said, this is if you're starting off. So for beginners, in my opinion, it's best to start with a low minimum order of 10, 12 to 15 pieces, which means 10 to 12, 15 t-shirts, sweaters, or whatever you want to create, right? The reason why I recommend a low minimum order is because maybe you don't have enough funds to invest in more pieces. Also, it will help build your fan base, your clientele around the whole clothing brand. And this is if you want to, you know, test the waters a little bit, you know. But if it doesn't do good the first time, don't get discouraged. Don't let that knock you down. It will happen. It can happen, you know. But that doesn't mean it won't. You won't do good or better on your second, third, fourth, fifth drop. You know, you gotta be consistent and keep pushing out. Keep giving the consumers what they want with your creation. So yeah, let me get back. All right, so I'm just gonna wrap everything up. It is a couple days later, but to sum it all up, you wanna first find a local screen printing shop. Second, invest in the equipment so you could do everything yourself. And the third one is to invest in a manufacturer. So yeah, I hope this video was very informative and helped you guys. If you have any questions, just please comment down below. Or if you want to reach me on my Instagram, I'll put it somewhere on the screen. And yeah, just please subscribe, and thanks for watching.